Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in those lanes. Defense can accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges into the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he goes out right around the 39. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and it's early.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. 6 of the pick 6. Here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. Purdy will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards, first down Niners. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So no gain on the play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They got the ball now following a play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, here's Hurts. That's to the speedster, Labine Zaccheaus. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And that is caught for the 2 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now, how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Throwing is Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the Niners are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that was one that I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, 2 corners, and then divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he's free going down. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw here. And he's caught. Touchdown. Jets score. 26 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him. It has been tough to stop here in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. By the tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. It's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the 49ers are going to get a first. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. First down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line running game imposing its will.
Back to throw. Purdy. And this complete to Mitchell. And we get it inside the 40 to the 39. First down, here's Mitchell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. When you throw 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. This is Samuel. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Purdy will set up and throw it here. second time, it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB on it.
And he hooks it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Charlie Warner, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Moving good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me.
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Tashawn Gibson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Play action, now Purdy. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Looking to speed things up here on with some tempo. They go play action with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side Swift, down to about the 32. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of the time that a former defense coordinator told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it up and turn it into a completion.
That's just me. I don't know that I can go down here and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. They go play action here. Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here. Purdy steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, trying to run inside. to the line now. On third down, it's Purdy. Oh, you have it. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On first down, Purdy. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Mitchell. And that's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. Well, he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to get about 3 yards closer. He's down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mitchell will score. Touchdown for the Raiders. Extra point try now for Moody. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Hurts. Quick throw, but incomplete. We've talked about it, seeing even the Bears repeating, and they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. You guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that, and so they were prepared on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run to Mitchell. We'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, it really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 40 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. This is 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll take this ahead from down 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell here. He'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Purdy. He's got his running back in the backfield. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing, Purdy. That's another incomplete to Mitchell. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Here's Purdy to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have a 40-yard first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They run over center with Mitchell. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's 1st down.
Hey, it's filthy, man. Real niggas back.
Purdy to throw. That's complete to the tight end Warner. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here we go, 1st and goal. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Really good at the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stated